Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is five embarrassing things that being transgender, I truly believe that is gonna happen to you. Um, yeah, being trans is just, there's gonna be some embarrassing times, especially when you're transitioning. There's gonna be times where there is gonna be awkward and embarrassing. So I'm just putting this video out there so that way you guys can be prepared for it. Um, so before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's the free way to help your girl out. And let's get started. Okay, so I have my trusty notes right here. So the first tip that I have on here is people finding your gaff around the house. So a gaff, basically what that is, I did a video on tucking. It's like a little like fabric with like a little thong thing, and then you put that on and then you safety pin it in the back. And then it gives you like a nice flat appearance. So I've heard of other trans girls like that happening to them. For me, I never invite people over, or if I do invite like a guest over or whatever, 9 times out of 10, they know I'm trans. So, and not only that, like I keep stuff like that in my drawer. So like I keep it away from where people. So, um, yeah, so I've heard of girls saying like that happened to them and it was like awkward and stuff like that. Um, well, my thing is like if they do find it, a lot of strippers and exotic dancers and stuff wear gaps too. So, I mean, you could just make up a white lie and just say, well, I dance part time. I'm a go go dancer. So sometimes we wear this. So, yeah. Okay, so tip number 2 is tuck popping out in public. OMG, you guys. This has happened to me so many times, numerous times. It was so awkward. Like I used to work at Twin Peaks. It's like a Hooters restaurant. There's times where we dressed in bikini week. There's times where we dressed in lingerie. And I remember one time my stuff popped out while I was on shift, and there was a lot of men looking at me. A lot of them was kind of like giving one of these type of look, and I looked down and my stuff was out. Okay. So basically, since I was a waitress at the time, we had like these little waitress pouches or whatever, and we wore the blingy belts. So I used the pouch to like cover that area or whatever. So yeah, and I heard it, went to the bathroom and fixed that immediately. Super awkward, super embarrassing. I'm trying to think of other times too. I think I was wearing like leggings, and then like what happened? Yeah, that popped out. I think I was at school when that happened, so super awkward. There was like other times too, like where usually I like to wear like jeans and stuff like that, because even if you're tucked, you kind of pop out a little bit, and for me it wasn't noticeable. So you know, stuff like that. Yeah. So tip number 3 is your voice cracking and stuff like that. I noticed like for me, when I'm at like a party or something like that, my voice is super high pitched. I'm like, oh my God, like, hey, like, what's up? Stuff like that. But I remember, I think I was like hung over or something like that. And like the next day, like my voice was just so deep because I was just talking such at a high pitch at the party. And then the next day I'm like at work and it's like my voice is so deep and everything like that. Also too, I had like I kind of had like an altercation with this girl when I was working at Twin Peaks. So when they called me into the room to like, that should be like a whole nother story time on itself on that. If you guys want to hear that, leave a comment down below. But yeah, so we went in there and my voice cracked like super bad. I was really nervous, and I was really like uncomfortable, and I almost got into a fight with this girl. So my voice was super deep, super like it was just because I was just so like nervous, anxious, and like I tried to get my voice back up, but I just couldn't because I was just, I don't know why. Um yeah, so that was another embarrassing moment. So sometimes these things are gonna happen. Also too, like in class, I think the teacher like called on me to like talk, and when I talk, my voice went like deep, like deep. and it was super embarrassing. I don't know why. I think because I wasn't talking for a long time. So then when I spoke, it just went, bah, you know? So that was really awkward and super embarrassing. So yeah. Um, Tip number 4 is your wig slipping during sex. Also for me, my wig slipped while I was in class. Yep, I was in class. I had a new wig on, and my wig was like back here. Oh my God, you guys. I was so embarrassing. And that class that I was in had all the cute guys in that class. So basically I was in class. I had customized, I had made my own wig. I was so happy. I was so proud of it. So I basically, the wig was like my hair color. So I basically left a little bit of leave out on. And then so I put the wig on. And so basically I was in class and, you know, stuff like that. And I felt like cold air, like against like my head. And I was like, what the hell? Like you know, I have a wig on, like I shouldn't feel no cold air on my scalp. So I basically just, you know, did like one of these like in class. And I know that I was sitting in the front. So like, of course, you know, everyone can see what I'm doing. So, I felt where my wig was and it was like back here. And I was like, oh my God. So I immediately like got up. So luckily I was in college. So like in college, you can just like get up and leave. Like you don't have to raise your hand. Be like, can I go to the bathroom? No, you don't have to do that. You can just get up and go. So I basically left and then I went into like one of the, this girl's office because I was like cool with her and she kind of knew my situation. So I went straight into her office and I literally was like, girl, I need to fix my wig. Like my wig is like, oh my God. And so back then, like my hair was like probably like this short. So it was just super embarrassing. It was so awkward. So literally, like I had to take the like I tried to fix the wig. It kept sliding back, so I had to take the wig off because I had made the wig too small, you guys. So that's why the wig kept slipping off. So I literally like had to rebraid my hair so the clips can like snag onto the braids of my hair, and then I had to put my wig back on and then like fix it, put my makeup on, and like girl, it was so embarrassing. And I came back into class and like no one, I don't even think no one was really like studying. But had it been like maybe a different color wig and they saw my real hair, then that would have been like really, I think I would have been the laughing stock or whatever. So yeah, it's just, that was so awkward. It's so like embarrassing. So be careful, you guys, because that does happen. Also too, I think those like a boy, like I remember back in my earlier 20s, like this guy that I met on, I think it was like on Tinder or something. We went to the drive-in theaters. So of course, you know, me and him were in the back seat. You know, we were just like, you know, huddled up, you know, kissing and stuff like that. Next thing I know, like I'm like, you know, laid back, and then so I get up and my wig is like all crazy and stuff like that. And and I remember it was so embarrassing because I was like literally trying to fix it, and there's like people all around in the drive, like in the movie drive-in. This is back in pre-COVID days, and they were just like staring, and I was so embarrassed. Yeah, so your girl got a lot of crazy story times on that. So definitely be watchful of your wigs and everything like that. Yeah, so that's why I buy like a lot of like this, you know, fortunately for me this isn't a wig, but also too like I think I was at Victoria's Secret, and this girl was not, I don't think she was a trans girl or anything, but she had a wig on, and I remember she was complimenting my hair, saying your hair is so pretty and said thanks. And then I like literally like was like, girl, it's like your wig is like sliding back, and like literally her wig was like back here, and you just see her wig cap, like the brown wig cap, like in the front. It was so embarrassing, but she like literally fixed it. um so yeah, just ladies, be careful. That's what I'm saying. Like if you worry about your wig slipping back, get one of them lace front wigs where you can just like glue them down in the front and you ain't gotta worry about that. So that was something I wish I would have known back then. So hopefully that's a tip. So save you the embarrassment on that. And then my last tip, you guys, is being misgendered. Oh my God, y'all already know. I already at Russia University. I have so many story times on that. I think I'm gonna make that into a playlist or whatever. But it's gonna happen. I don't care if you're the richest person on earth. I don't care if for whatever reason, how stealth you are, you're gonna get misgendered. I don't care. Unless like you transitioned at like before you went through puberty and everything like that, and then you just went through it and you never told none of your business out on the internet or anything like that, then I guess you won't get misgendered. But if you going through your transition, like you already went through puberty and then like you going through your transition, you gonna get misgendered. I don't care, because I've been misgendered so many times. I don't get misgendered anymore, just because I worked a lot, you know, on myself and everything like that. But what was I gonna say? Um, but yeah, everything is good now. I'm like looking. So yeah, yeah, you will get misgendered. So just be watchful of that, especially if you go to the DMV trying to get your license changed or whatever for whatever reason. So yeah, you guys. So definitely these are like my tips of embarrassing things that are gonna happen when you know, if you're transgender. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical.